Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today in Need for Speed Unbound, we are going to be looking at the McLaren F1. In my opinion, this was the best car in Need for Speed Heat. I liked it better than the RSR. I know you had to pay to download the black market stuff. This car made it worth it, and I think it was the best car in the game. That's my own personal opinion. Anyway, I wanted to check it out in Unbound. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to swap the engine to the 2.9 liter V8 engine. For the parts, we have the Pro Induction, the Super ECU, the Pro Fuel System, the Super Exhaust, the Super Screw Supercharger, with the Sport Nitrous, the Elite Road Suspension, the Super Brakes, the Elite Grip Tires, the Elite Clutch, the Pro 6-speed gearbox, and we have the Sport Differential with Super Nitrous Grip and Drift. For the handling, we are at 100% grip. Steering sensitivity is all the way up. Downforce is 3 to the right. Traction control is off, and drift entry is set to brake tap. This will give us a top speed of 212 miles per hour, a 0 to 60 of 3.0, and a quarter mile of 10.8. I wish there was a little bit more torque behind it, but to keep it in S-Class, yeah, couldn't get the torque too high. So let's go hop into a race because I've yet to race it and see if this thing is worth it or even good in Unbound. Alright, here we go on Get High tonight. I'm going to get my launch and off we go. Off the line, this thing is really good and I am already into the lead without a problem. And now it's just a matter of not doing anything silly or wrecking. And that was silly, but thankfully it didn't affect me too much. And they took a cop down apparently. So one thing with this car is it does not want to drift. So you do want to use the brake to slow down for the corners rather than actually try to drift it. It's something I discovered and forgot to turn off brake to drift on the car. So if you want to turn it off, feel free. It doesn't really want to drift very much. This is one of those cars where braking and turning is much better than drifting and turning. So far, that was an accidental micro drift, but it ended up working out. So it might be worth leaving on just for that. That being the micro drifts. So down this section, I always use my nitrous the whole time, but unfortunately there was traffic there that there usually isn't, so that's gonna, affect my time on this map or race, whatever you want to call it. Going through the danger zone of this race, and now my favorite cut the corner spot, and I didn't hit any trees, so that's always a positive. And thankfully there was no cars coming around that corner. I thought there might be just because I boosted around it, and that seems to be when the AI wants to shove cars right out at me. And now we're just going to use all of our boost to go right into that car because why not? If I wouldn't have had the 2 mistakes I had in this game, I would have finished this in a sub 2 minute time. That was just my poor driving and not a reflection of the car. I probably lost about 10 seconds due to crashing, which would have put me at around 2 minutes. I think I probably could have finished it in less than 2 minutes had I not had those crashes, but let's go hop into a different race and hopefully I'll race a little bit cleaner. Okay, so here we are in On Rails, and we are going to see if I can drive cleaner in this one and see how well the car does on this race versus what I did in the last race. So hopefully I will drive much cleaner than I had previously. And it was almost a mistake right there, which wouldn't have surprised me to have it happen at all. Alright, so as I've stated before, you really want to brake with this car and not try and drift anything. And that was just one really smooth turn right there. So I am not upset about the turning of this car at all. This thing handles like it's on rails and just planted to the ground. You cannot complain when a car handles this well. You do gotta kind of slow down a little bit more than you might think you have to for some of these corners, but other than that, it is a beautiful car as far as cornering goes. I mean, the looks are pretty nice too. And you can boost it around the corners, which is extremely nice. And we are going to just go down this last stretch, hopefully not run into any cars, and finish it out, which is not a big... I'm not getting that like I wanted to, but if I'd have gotten more burst knots going down that straightaway, then I definitely would have gotten it up over 200 very easily. I do wish it would get up to the 200s a little bit quicker than what it does. It doesn't. That's fine. Not a big deal. But yeah, I think this car is well worth purchasing and building. And if you don't want to put it in S, put it into S+. I mean, S+ builds are easy. Throw the best everything on it. There you go. Alright, so that's going to do it for me today. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. Leave some comments on down below. Smash the like button. And I will see you in the next one.